Well, good morning, y'all. Marty here, and I'm going to talk to you about the mandolin. What's a mandolin exactly? Well, I'm going to tell you. Stay with me all the way to the end, because at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you 3 reasons why I love the mandolin, and I'm going to play a little music. So stay through till the end. It won't be long, I promise. Okay, so what's the mandolin? Well, it's an instrument. Duh. Silly guy. Well, specifically, it's a stringed instrument, and it's in the lute family in Europe, from Europe. And the lutes were kind of a strange family. They lived up in the hills, and they were just kind of different. There was no lute family up in the hills. Well, I mean, maybe there was. I mean, I'm sure there's some families around with the last name of Lute. There's got to be. Focus! The lute family of instruments. It's early. I mean, you know, sorry. Good coffee. So it's from the lute family, and the earlier lutes, the earlier mandolins, were a little different. The necks were a little longer, and the body was deeper. It was more of a bowl. It was really deep. It was more of a bowl shape, and I'm guessing it was kind of hard to hold and play. I'm not really sure, but maybe not. But now it's flat. So it was invented in the 18th century in Italy and Germany. And then it came to America in the late 19th century. And when it came to America, they made it, you know, more traditional, and they made it flatter and a little bit different. And it started out as a classical music instrument. Now, you know, it's went into all different genres now, but it started out as classical. Vivaldi, Mozart, Stravinsky, I like saying Stravinsky, it's fun. Stravinsky. Come on, everyone together. Stravinsky. You know you enjoy it. You know you're having fun. Anyway, those guys, they wrote some really neat pieces and played them, and so it was really popular in classical music. And when it came to America, it got used in bluegrass music, and it's still really popular bluegrass instrument. But also other genres, country, folk, Celtic, jazz, fiddle music, rock, and even pop. Some of the most popular players, mandolinists, Bill Monroe, Ricky Skaggs. He was one of my favorite singers and players in the 80s and 90s. He still plays amazing. More recently, Chris Thiel. He's just amazing mandolinist. Sierra Hull also is really good. And Mike Marshall is super good too, and he's also a teacher. He teaches mandolin. And there's a lot of popular songs. You've heard them, whether the mandolin is at the beginning of the song or it's the main instrument. You've heard it in songs, and I didn't really realize it before till I started playing mandolin. And then now I'm trying to learn some of those popular mandolin songs. So yeah, it's a wonderful instrument. It's got 17 frets. And it has 4 sets of strings. Now, most string instruments have single strings. This has double strings. It has 4 sets together, and you play them together. You know, so we have G, D, A, and E. And that sounds neat. It does have a wonderful sound. And just a unique tone. It's actually tuned exactly like the violin, which is kind of interesting. G, D, A, and E. 3 of the main chords you can play on the mandolin. No, there's all kinds of chords, but these are 3 main ones. And I'm just learning chords, but here's G, D, and C. G, D, and C. Anyway, with those 3 chords, you can play thousands of songs and stuff. So, yeah, but there's lots of other chords you can play also. But yeah, that's about the basics of the mandolin. Now, why do I like it? I have 3 reasons why I love the mandolin. 1, my dad played it. I remember when I was younger, he had a mandolin and he played it. And then, you know, really when I was younger. But then I remember in later years, he still had it. It was hanging on the wall in his house. I don't know whatever happened to it. He passed away a few years ago, but I remember him playing it and just seeing it. I think it's such a tiny, small instrument, and I see the double strings. I'm like, how do you even play that? And it just kind of yeah, thinking back, you know, it's kind of neat that he had it. And then Shug, one of my favorite YouTubers, he plays it just amazing. And I've been watching him play it recently and the last couple of years, and been kind of fun. And then in church, I've seen people play it in worship teams, in worship music in church, and just wonderful. Yeah, number 2, my wife gave it to me as a gift for Christmas last year, December 2020. It's a Christmas present from her, and so it's just, I cherish it, and it's just a wonderful gift, and I got it from her. Number 3, it's small and unique and fun to play, and I can play it. I've never been able to play play an instrument before. I've always loved music. I love all different genres of music. I've always loved music, and I always wanted to make music, to play music, and I've never been able to. I tried to learn guitar when I was younger, and I just couldn't get it. But I got this. You know, I got it in December, right around Christmas. Yeah, right before Christmas. And I just started playing it. And so the way I learned is I just play by ear. You know, I think, oh, what's that one song, one of my favorite songs? And that's what I'm doing. I'm learning all my favorite songs in my favorite genres. So I've learned about 70 songs in the last 6 months. And I don't play it all the time. Just sometimes I go like days or a week without playing, but I try to play a little bit every day. But I've learned a lot of songs, and I just play by ear. So, and I'm picking it. I'm plucking the strings. I'm not strumming too much. I'm plucking, and I'm basically playing the melody, I believe. So I just, you know, say, oh, I want to learn that song, and if I can get the first note, then I can get the rest of the song. And I don't know the whole song of any song. I just know like the chorus or a verse and just a little bit of it. And it just feels good to be able to play and make music. And I'm learning. I'm such an amateur. But yeah, I want to learn to strum more. I want to learn the chords more and all that. I want to be able to learn to sing and play. I think that'd be fun. And I want to learn to be able to play with other people someday. But right now, I'm just learning to pick songs. So I'm going to play just a few things I've learned. They're not that great, but just a few things I've learned. So, here we go. Okay. One of my favorite old hymns. Okay, and then I'm trying to learn to strum and pick, and here's one I've been working on a little bit, but I got a lot to learn, but here's a little bit anyway. Whoop. I got a lot to learn. Okay, and then here's another one, just strumming. Okay, and this is my favorite song I've learned on the mandolin, and I try to play it when I pick it up, I try to play all the songs I've learned just to keep practicing, but I make sure I always play this one. I just really like this song, and it was neat to learn it, and you'll remember it probably from the movie Mr. Holland's Opus, when Miss Lang played it on the clarinet. that song. Okay, and then one more little thing here. So you can pick with a pick. Oh, here's my pick, by the way. I got a few picks, but you see that? I got that from Winslow, Arizona. I stood on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. One of my little souvenirs I got when I went there. So you can pick, you can strum, and you can also finger pluck. And I've seen people do this, and it looks really fun and relaxing and enjoyable, so I want to learn it. And so I've been doing this. I don't know what I'm doing exactly. I've seen somebody do something like this. I don't know if I'm doing it right or what it's called or what I'm doing, but basically I'm taking my thumb and plucking the top G string, and then I take my next 3 fingers and pluck up on the E, A, and D. So it's... And I guess I would like to learn the, I don't know what you call it, but it's like a finger roll that they do on the banjo, and it looks really fun and it sounds neat. So I was trying to look up that, and I found some different things, and I don't know what this is or what I'm doing, but it's just kind of fun. And so I'm just going to do a little bit here. I don't know what it is, what I'm doing, but it's just kind of fun. Anyway, yeah, so that's about it. Just want to tell you a little bit about what the mandolin is, why I like it, and just a couple things I'm learning. You know, it's a wonderful little instrument. Yeah, I just encourage you to give it a try. So please comment and let me know. Have you played the mandolin? Are there other things you know about it, or other ideas or tips? Yeah, and yeah. Please subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. Thumbs up on this video if you liked it. Click the bell and then you get notifications. You know, all that fun stuff. Share and comment and like and all that. And I got, what, 430 more videos if you're really bored and want to binge watch my channel. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.